Greetings and welcome to my channel. Let me be clear, if you are an individual who can be easily offended or triggered by different opinions concerning race, religion, sex, sexual preference, gender, politics, geopolitics, or basically anything at all, please be advised to discontinue at this point. To continue viewing from this point is an agreement that you are watching this video despite receiving a clear warning that you should not, and you relinquish all rights to complain to any authority or seek any compensation from myself or from the platform hosting the video. I thank you for your time and attention, and if you've decided to continue watching, I salute your fortitude.
Who's that?
Javal! Can I come in? I have meat.
Hey, happy Friday. Happy Friday. How we doing? Booyaka Leafy. Oh, I'm tired. I've been kept up. Every night I've been kept awake by this dog next door. She's quiet-ish now. I made a little yap earlier, but oh, bloody hell. Just put my rhythm out. Put my rhythm right out. I'm waking up with sunrise and then I'm saying, yeah, screw that, I'm going back to sleep again. I didn't get enough sleep. Hopefully she stops today or tomorrow. Soon. Hopefully she stops soon. I don't know how much I can. Anyway, how are we all doing? There we go, 5 people now. How are we doing? Happy Friday to you. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Wow. Odysee, how you doing? Yeah, but see, I'm just too cool. I'm just too cool a neighbour. I'm too cool a guy. Too nice a bloke. I put myself in his shoes, and he's lived here as long as I have. We've both been here for 5 years now, and I love his dogs. They are gorgeous dogs. They're really well mannered. They're really well tempered. They did try to kill Canito once, but that's not their fault. That's his fault. I don't know if anyone remembers, but Canito came running out of the room. I left the door ajar slightly and stepped out to talk to Nico, and Canito came flying out the door and started barking at his dogs, and his dogs were like, "Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a little rat," and tried to bite him. And I managed to get hold of him, pull him back, but the big, giant bulldog or whatever it is, he got hold of his head, got hold of Canito's head, got his whole head in his mouth, and was gonna shake him. It would have killed him straight away. But I managed to get hold of his dog and get hold of Canito, and I managed to get him to loosen his jaw and let go of him. Thankfully, because he would have killed him straight away. But am I up earlier than last night? What time did I go? I thought it was about the same time I went live last night. About 10:30. About 12:30. 12 my time. What time is it? It's 12. 12 o'clock midday. So, once again, happy Friday, everyone.
Add a drop of lavender to your bath, and soon you will soak yourself calm.
So, right. Let's not waste any more time. The panel's open, waiting for good souls to come and join me and talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. We will go and have a look at what's on my suggested. What there is to piss me off today while I wait. We'll go and look at this actually, what Dom's dropped.
Sunshine. 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 I think I found it now. What I've been looking for. Isn't it beautiful? It's got my head all up in the clouds. I think I found it now. Everything I want might be a miracle. No, I'm never coming down. I don't gotta worry about a single thing. I could be the light coming down on me. Sunshine on my face. I got sunshine on my face. I don't gotta care in the world right now. Higher than the ceiling, breaking through the clouds. Sunshine on my face. I got sunshine on my face. Yeah. I got sunshine. I got sunshine. I got sunshine. I gotta let you know.
Yep.
It's so incredible. I'm finally letting go.
It is Jason Walker. I could have checked that myself, you know, because it's here. Where is he? That's where I saw it. That's where I found it. Jason Walker. Don't you just love it when you take a mouthful of coffee and you get the fucking skin stuck on your lip? It's my pet hate, that is. Right, that's enough of that. We're not playing over. Thanks for that though, dude. Jason Walker. I'm going to turn that into a karaoke track and add it to my set. Right. How you doing? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday back, Rich. I actually really love that song. Thanks, Brett, by the way, for presenting it to me.
When was it? It was a couple of months ago when I first found it. Oh, do you know what? I cracked my head last night. Not last night, yesterday. The extractor fan above the hobs, right? Big metal thing sticking out, nice, really nice sharp corners on it, and it's right at about, I don't know, about nose level or chin level for me when I'm stood there. And I don't know what it was I was doing. I was making my omelette. And I just ended up cracking my head, and there was a little bit of blood, but today it's just a big. It's fucking sore. Don't you just love hitting your head?
Well, what I get out of that, I hope you're okay first, Rich. Second of all, it sucks to be tall, I guess. And third of all, I think we're going to have to do a PayPal account here for you for Richie to have a helmet. If you're not burning your face, now you're hitting your head.
Do you know what? I drew blood 4 times yesterday. My foot sliced open. Just a little cut on my thumb here, a little cut on my thumb here, and this little bump on my head. But all 3 drew blood. And I was thinking, like, because it's when that coffee cup exploded, I swear to God, it's like something hit it in my hand. That's what it felt like. That's what it looked like in front of me. The way it just suddenly went bang, and just it all happened really quickly. But it was like it got knocked down, and then burnt my hand and exploded all at the same time, really quickly. And I was just stood there like, whoa, what the fuck? But I swear it was a cheeky monkey or something, you know? Because, yeah. So I was just congratulating him later on in the day is saying, "Oh wow, look at this! You've drawn blood 3 times, 4 times, man. 4 times you've drawn blood." Ah,
Well, we can officially say you're a bleeder. Richie's a bleeder.
I like bleeding. I've always kind of been fascinated by bleeding. Never bothered me. Tony, how you doing? Tony Drake has joined us.
Yeah, how you going, Richie?
I'm all right, mate. I'm a bit tired and a bit bruised. I'm all right.
Yeah. What do you reckon? There must be a lesson that you need to learn from what happened.
Probably, but I doubt I'm going to learn it. If there is, I've missed it. I don't know what it is. Don't heat your coffee up in a microwave. Unfortunately, the heating the milk part up, and it like reheating. That's the way it is. It has to be done in the microwave. So that's the way it is. So if that was the lesson, I'm just going to keep having to do it anyway. So otherwise, I don't have hot coffee.
Hey, you shouldn't be putting anything in the fucking microwave.
Yep.
No.
And
You can
also
buy
shouldn't really be having all kinds of other things that shouldn't be happening, but they are, and it's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So
you can buy these little electric milk frothers. Have you seen them?
I don't want a frother. I want a heater.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. The main thing it does is it heats the milk to exactly the right temperature and then switches off. And it doesn't use any microwaves. It's electromagnetic induction.
Okay.
As we're inside of a big microwave.
I've not seen them. What was that?
I get where Tony's going with that, with the microwave and radiation, or I mean the rays or whatever. But as we're inside of a bigger microwave with all the cell phones.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's like what. I guess it's good to have as little of that as possible. Whatever it is that's bad, have as little of it as possible. I'm just not. I just don't. Not so sure that not microwaving my milk will make a huge difference in my life. Other than at the moment, I mean, I can heat it up in a fucking saucepan, but it takes longer, and I'm impatient. When I wake up, I want my coffee.
Yeah. It's convenience. I'm with you, Richie.
It is convenience. It's absolutely convenience, and that will be the downfall of the human race.
Mm-hmm. As long as a person's honest with themselves and say, "Listen, I get it. Thank you for telling me that that's harmful, but I'm still going to jump out of the plane without a parachute." By the way, Richie, if you're going to continue being a bleeder, you might as well play that game. When they talk about blood over intent, maybe you should put some intent behind those bloods.
Do you know what? When that first came out, I looked at it and I thought about it and I meditated on it, and I got a very, very strong signal basically saying, don't worry about that shit. Don't go anywhere near that. That's silly blood magic being played by people that don't really know what the fuck they're doing at all. And then I look at the sort of people that did it. Did you do it, Dom?
No, but being on YouTube, I got to hear people talk about it and it got me curious. Let me click on some more channels. But for me to do it, no.
Yeah.
But I guess at the same time, there might be a price to pay, I guess, if it's real.
There's right, I did a long time ago. I took a blood oath. It wasn't blood over intent, but it was a blood oath to stop doing Class A drugs. And it worked for a while, about 6 months, I think. And then it all turned to shit. And I got spiked by someone. They spiked my drink with some MDMA, and that was the end of that. That was that was the end of that. I went back to doing MDMA and cocaine and stuff back in at the time. It was like, I don't know, it was about 8. Where are we now? It's about 2012 or something. 2012 I think it was. Anyway, I don't think it's there's definitely some sort of power in the blood, right? There's definitely some sort of power in the blood because it's talked about so much. But yeah.
Well, especially if you desire the heart, the blood flows everywhere through the body, and then it kind of circulates itself back to the heart. I'll put in the back there how people make comparisons of oath versus a vow. When people make vows opposed to an oath. It's like a command. If somebody commands something, and if you agree upon it, you're putting it in motion.
An oath is a solemn promise invoking a higher power or authority as a witness, often with legal or institutional implications like swearing in court. While a vow is typically a personal solemn promise of dedication made to God or oneself, often for a spiritual purpose, like a marriage vow or religious commitment. Key differences: oaths often involve external witnesses or authorities and can carry legal penalties, whereas vows are more about personal spiritual commitment.
Yes.
All right, so it was a vow then.
Mm-hmm.
A blood vow.
Yeah,
A vow that I didn't sign it in blood, but I pricked my finger and marked it in blood.
Mm-hmm. In words. You did it in words, whether spoken or not. That's why a lot of club members, they do oaths. They're not doing vows. Unless they actually go inwards. Again, we're playing with words.
And also, vows, in the case of marriage, do have legal and institutional implications. So that is one... marriage vows blurs the lines a little bit between oath and vow, doesn't it?
Think about the word vowels. You have the EL in it, and then when people start doing those 5 vowels, and when they do chants or whatever.
Vowel.
Vowels.
Well, vowels were... There was the great vowel shift in... Was it the 1400s? No, the 1400s was when they introduced the letter J. And the 1700s... The 1700s was when there was the great vowel shift, where words were pronounced differently afterwards. The vowels A, E, I, O, U. Back in... I can't remember the date, but there was a pope who declared that AEIOU was a device. And also AEIOU used to be the name for God.
Thanks, Richard.
Somewhere, didn't it?
Shifting
So-
of vowels is like shifting of calendars. It would shift energy.
Yeah. And if you think as well, Hebrew and I don't know about Arabic, but Hebrew doesn't have any vowels in it. Is it?
Sharon, I've heard people talk about when they talk about Hebrew, but I didn't know that. But thank you. Yes, without vowels.
Hebrew has no vowels. I don't think Arabic does either, but I might be wrong with that one. But Hebrew definitely has no vowels. There's definitely another language that doesn't. I'm not sure if it's Arabic. Angry Casper, how you doing? See Chris and Chief. How you doing? Panel's open. Link is pinned. Ivan, how you doing? And we're talking about what we're talking about.
Oh, you brought in vowels, and we've kind of elaborated into this.
Blood oaths and that. Well, yeah, I don't know. That wasn't meant to be the. That's not the subject. What should we?
Yeah, what's the subject?
Well, I was just gonna look in my my YouTube suggested to see what YouTube was giving to me today to piss me off, and see if we can see if there's anything. The BBC's going nuts at the moment. Apparently, you know about the BBC in the UK.
Oh, in Australia, the ABC, which is your BBC, the frequency on the dial is 666.
That doesn't surprise me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
It's the BBC used to be absolutely the bastion of good reporting, and everybody trusted the BBC when we were growing up.
Yeah, they were good.
Everyone trusted the BBC.
But they were good.
The BBC was where you went for real news, for real honest news. You say they were, and everybody trusted them, but I don't believe that there was a time when they suddenly started lying. I think they've always been lying. They've always been delivering the government line. It's always been what it is. It hasn't become what it is. It always was what it is. That's why the culture within the BBC is so deeply entrenched and established.
Yeah, the same with our ABC.
The same with any major television station or network.
A question, guys. These medias that we kind of know, are they there to lie or mislead?
They're there to mislead. They might tell truths, but in a misleading way. They'll only tell the truth when it supports their
Program.
the overall agenda.
I ask it because medias have never openly admit they're about the truth. They're about giving information. So really, to imply that they're lying would assume other people think that they're there to tell the truth. They've never reported that.
But that's the common misconception, isn't it? That people think that media is there. Yeah, media is there to tell us truthful facts about unbiased, truthful facts about what's going on, both sides of the story. I mean, that's what journalism
Mm-hmm.
is supposed to be about.
Well, that's what we assume. Again, people are going to play the law of attraction. If one's, misleading oneself, you're going to attract to other things. If you're looking for truth, have to question, why am I at the media when they've never openly reported it? I'm just putting words out there, Richie, because a lot of people don't realize how much they mislead themselves by assuming when it clearly states. Media's openly talk about they're there to inform the public. They never said talking about the truth. So therefore, they're not lying.
Journalism is part of media, is part of the media. But I did journalism at college. I did media studies, film studies, and English. And the media studies was the covered the journalism side, and they were very clear when we were being taught in college. It was about remaining objective.
Yes, I'm with you. It's like
you should remain objective, always remain objective, and try to give both sides of the story, as much of both sides of the story as you could. Right. So they were still educating people in 1995.
Yes, they were.
To educating journalists to be impartial, to be objective, and
I'm with you, Richie, because I've studied domestic and international trade. The thing is, what's taught and what's practiced could easily be two different things. So a lot of people that have learned journalism, the teaching of it is one way, and hopefully you would think it would be applied practice-wise. But more times than not, hence why humans more times than not are very hypocritical. So a lot of times what the media are doing is they're being hypocritical. They're not practicing what they've been preached to about. And when you involve money, people are going to slant their views. Yeah, I will talk about both sides, but I'll spend 99% of the time on one side and maybe give a couple of minutes on another side, let alone putting a third or fourth side. That's what I'm saying. More times than not, they're just there to mislead. It's more about false information. But really,
it's the money. It's the money. It's the money.
Sure, I'm with you, Tony. Yep. It drives most of us, whether we want to admit it. Add a couple extra zeros, who knows what people are going to do after that point.
Well, they say that most of us are prostitutes. It's just the price. It's just about the
Most
price.
of us. Did you just say most of us? Are we including tribal people? Because then we can say most of us.
I think it depends, doesn't it? I definitely like to think that no amount of money could make me do certain things. Well, I know no amount of money could make me
Shoot
there are
somebody.
certain things there's absolutely no amount of money it could make me do. But yeah, it's weird. Integrity means a lot more to me now than it did 30 years ago.
I don't think any amount of money could ever get me to do anything that I didn't want to do.
Should we test that theory, Tony?
Yeah, go.
Well, first of all, I would have to make sure I have a lot of money. And then we can present different things. And then I have to look you right in the eye and said, okay, so do you value integrity over money? Because the rest of folks are obviously valuing that. I'm not saying they're slaves to it, like they're going to do everything for it. But again, you would almost have to be in that situation before you can truly answer the question. The fact that you quickly said it really quickly makes me very suspicious.
Yeah, I would say that you haven't thought that through entirely, because doing what you don't there's doing what you don't want to do, and then there's doing what you're absolutely totally against, going against your own nature completely. Right?
Listen, let me extrapolate a little bit, please. Yeah. I bought silver coins when they were $24 Australian And like, yeah. So I've made money without doing anything, you know.
Have you still got that silver?
I've got about 10 kilos of silver coins.
If you
I
could
don't
have
know, that is in
obtained,
pounds.
if you could have obtained more silver, Tony, would you have? Would you?
Would I what? Would I buy more silver if I had the money? Yes.
Okay, so once again, what are you obtaining silver with? Money. It's always about money. Now, I would hope that you're not put in that situation. It's always funny when somebody says, "No, I can never be bought." I said, "You're already in the system, so you bought into it. How much are you going to hold out so you can sell out for a better price?" So in this case, silver goes up only because the piece of paper is devaluing. Silver has not changed. So at that point, you've chosen to exchange your energy for that piece of paper. Whether you're digging a hole, shooting a guy in the back of the head, I don't recommend that per se, but again, people will do a lot of funny things for that piece of paper. So we shouldn't be shocked when we hear about anchors or people that work for the media making millions of dollars or earning millions of dollars.
And I think it's interesting as well in things like John Wick, storylines like John Wick, and there are others as well, but John Wick's the one that comes to mind. They get paid, and they make their payments, their transactions are all done in gold bullion, like in gold sovereigns. Right? They don't work with money. They don't work with paper money.
No, it's dirty to them.
They work with gold.
Yeah. Us Goyams have to use money. That's why when they base gold and how it fluctuates in decades, they base it on a very expensive suit, because usually the people that are like that are gentlemen. They really don't worry about the outcome because most of them are already being controlled anyway. So once again, anytime people. Go ahead, Tom.
That was an echo coming back. We're echoing back from you there, Tony.
Oh, hang on. I'll turn my mic off. Where is it?
Yeah, it's always fun when I hear people talk about, gold is worth this much. I said, no, gold hasn't changed. It's just telling you how much gold's devalued. I mean, the money that they used to devalue, because at one time it was 1-to-1. So now if it's 1,900 American for a gold or whatever, it's just telling me that the currency is devalued. It's useless. And if you hold on to it too long and they decide to crash it, you're hanging on to something that's like a paperweight at that point. But we still got to play with it.
I'm just doing a little calculation.
Are you counting all your gold again, Richie? Stop it.
No, I'm just working out how much if Tony's got 15 kilograms of gold of silver, right? 15 kilograms of silver. At today's price at around 90. Chris says it's $90 $90 an ounce.
Are we robbing Tony today? Is that what we're figuring out?
Right, 90. That's $2.9 million in silver.
But silver's still silver. It doesn't change. But that piece of paper, it's like when they did the European Union. They devalued a lot of currencies, and they even kept the British currency out of the game. But they had to give up a lot of gold or value of gold for like countries like Italy and Spain and all that. But meanwhile, those were tourist countries. So they really took a beating for that whole European thing, even though they kind of gradually. They should have did a world government first, but they decided to go the opposite way first. So now,
they wanted to try right. But you know why they did that? Because taking over the entire fucking world, or let's just take over a part of it, like a third of it.
Yes, you got it, Rich.
What's going to be easier?
Well, if we take over the third part first, and then we'll be able to gradually work our way into the rest of the No, this the entire narrative about Europe and Russia and what's going on, man, is we're not getting even half the story.
No, there's many probably parts to the global agenda, and they probably have a lot of focus groups, marketing wizards, all kinds of people involved in it, and they're probably getting paid well with a piece of paper at any moment they can crash.
Well, it's not even a piece of paper, is it? It's actually just zeros in their bank account.
There you go. You got it, Richie. Thank you. Yes. At that point, let's get the rest of the masses to go digital because they've gone digital. Who knows how long?
So let's say you're working. You got one of these positions where you have managed to mass a huge amount. You've got 1.5 million in the bank, and you've got 350 million in assets, all tied up in assets, and you want out. You want out. You want to cash out and go and enjoy your wealth, because that's what they think that they're going to do, isn't it? They think they're going to be able to get this money and they'll be able to cash out and just live the high life. Live like a millionaire for the rest of my life, and my family live like millionaires. But that money that you've got, all that, you don't. This is going back to ownership and everything again, isn't it? I think they realise once they're in those positions, well, it's great, and I'll have all this as long as I'm agreeing to do what it is, that I'm supposed to be doing. But the moment that I say I don't want to do it anymore, they can just switch it off, just like for everybody else.
Yeah, that's what they did with Saddam Hussein and all that. They already have the system openly saying that we can shut down all your accounts. That is why when guys like Bill Gates or whatever, they go into real estate. They're able to purchase deeds for land. So they've already liquefied that piece of paper to something. When they talk about the Rothschilds, or the barons as they're called, they talk about if they liquidated everything, what would they be valued money-wise? For them to actually have money, I would be very suspicious.
They probably have. This is right. There's not that much money. Like the amount of money that exists on computer screens, the amount of zeros that exist and the ends, on people's accounts. Like, just if you just took Elon Musk, Larry Fink, Bill Gates, and Bezos, right? Their accumulated wealth. You tried to cash. There's not enough cash printed to cover their assets.
Yep.
Right, or so-called the supposed value of their assets. It's all imaginary.
Sure it is. Heaven and hell and pieces of paper, and we have lots of it. It's all playing with the person's imagination, and then once they say, I have a belief, then we got you even more. One thing is use your imagination, but to believe in something that you can't prove, how does that serve? Especially if a person says, I want to use reason. Well, then how does belief get in the way? You got to believe the system works the way it is. Dare not question it, because first you would have to give up your beliefs. They're having wars in other countries, Richie. I can only believe. Now, I know somebody there. I said, from my point of view, I can only believe. I might trust that person, but I can only believe in the story that he's telling me.
As far as I'm concerned, like a war really is
Business.
Well, yeah, it's business. But I mean, what I grew up being taught was a war was literally, it was two battle lines. Mm-hmm. Two clear battle lines drawn between enemies, and they clash on the battlefield. Mm-hmm. And that still kind of happened in the 90s. The Iraq War was sort of, I guess, the closest thing to a traditional war that we've seen. The last sort of traditional war with two clear battle lines. Since then, it's all gone really stealthy.
Well, Richie, it's kind of like when people talk about the Colosseum to entertain the masses. Wars are no different. It's for depopulation, some of it. Some of it is actually, hey, if we have wars, then we can actually stick the ideal. You're fighting for our flags. You're fighting for our country. This is where you get nationalist. I said, okay, so you're thinking a body of water determines whether or not you're an earth creature just like me. But I've been conditioned. In what way? By religion, state, color of your skin, your gender, because you have 3 dogs and I have 4 cats. How are we going to classify this? Once people start realizing that, either they'll get upset, and some people do, or they go into denial, and then other people figure, you know something? Yeah, enjoy it for what it really is. It's a game, whether it's played on us or on others. I'm always included in the fun, so I don't mind making it about us. And then they give us these stories. Oh, this is what's happening in Israel. Okay, are we talking about the United Nations version of Israel or the tribe of Israel? It's always fun when I hear a Jew. I say, listen, are you from the tribe of Judah or are you from the tribe of Benjamin? Why? Because Jews and gypsies were very similar. So what are you then? But I'm a Jew. Oh, whatever. Sorry, I shouldn't even put those words because we've been banned to say those words.
Well, yeah.
It is a story, a never-ending story. Is it a fairy tale? Could be.
Never ending story.
I like this. I like the song and the movie.
Oh, mate, it's brilliant.
But people will say,
Betrayer!
I'm reading a story, a trail. I'm the main character in the story. I can save the world. It sounds like a story of Jesus. Could be. But then, Richie, people get all upset. I said, okay, I get it that real human beings get killed. But what leads up to that? Stories. You have to believe in something. I'm fighting for my country. It's always fun when I hear military men from America. I'm defending my country. Not when you're in somebody else's piece of property.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah. You're defending your country. Is it being, why? No way. Is it being invaded? No. Where are you? Technically, we're invading another country, but it's all in the name of democracy.
Yeah. But hey, we're here.
Okay.
Let's take advantage of all their stuff here while we're here. Oops.
Well, I mean, it's to the victor go the spoils.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Finding Gnosis. How are you doing? That's a new name. And I like it. Finding Gnosis. That's what we're trying to do.
I'm glad you have a good sense of humor, Richard, because when I hear the people talking, I'm like, are they doing fuckery on themselves? Like, I get the idea that people say, hey, I want to, love my family. I say, well, you're not really loving them if you're somewhere else threatening to kill somebody else's family. But I got to be a patriot. Because if not, then I'm abandoning my country. No, you're making your country really hated by other countries if we're going to play that country game.
What happened? Are you still there?
I'm still here, Tony. I think Richie just got booted out. How you doing, buddy, Tony? How you doing, Tony?
Yeah, very. I'm really good. I'm happy. I'm free.
Well done.
To some extent, anyway.
Yeah.
To some extent.
Yeah, thanks for the caveat. To some extent, we're free. We can enjoy things. Other people, unfortunately, in some instances, don't have those choices. All the power to them.
I have a belief that that we are in control of our destiny.
Mm-hmm. In a lot of instances, I would say, yeah, we do have a say or the word control in our destiny.
yeah, it doesn't worry me, but I'm in a bit of a sort of a predicament because I'm on bail, and the authorities could arrest me any day if they wanted to, and if circumstances stay as they are, I feel quite free, but I could be in jail any day. But I'm learning how to challenge their jurisdiction.
How did you, well, I guess, get yourself into this situation?
Shut it down!